This is Dr.P back with another video, and today we're going to be reviewing Dragon Ball FighterZ. The one I own is for the Xbox, and this isn't going to be a very often thing. This is not going to be very often. I just wanted to review it because I play it a lot, and yeah, so what I'll be talking about is the main story, gameplay, design in general, all the modes, or most of the modes at least. And yeah, let's get it started. So yeah, basically, you got the hero story, you got the villain story, and you have the android story. And they all reveal a little bit more of like the full picture of what's going on. And I really like that. I thought that was a really nice, idea. It worked out pretty well. Yeah, personally, I think it did. So now you have the gameplay portion, and the gameplay itself is pretty good. It really just, you have to think of it as like training for the actual online. The bots themselves aren't amazing or anything. They do the job. They're just not great. So again, it's really just training for the multiplayer, playing with your friends, or the arcade mode. Not really supposed to be like the major form of gameplay here. You'll mainly get that out of the multiplayer. Here's just a quick little look at the map and what it sort of looks like, and what you'll be working with throughout the thing. As you can see now, there's like a little mini change in what's going on. That'll take us right into the little mini boss fight that you get with Kid Buu here. Now, these fights actually can be kind of difficult. As you can see, I was kind of having a little bit of trouble, a lot more than I would be with just the basic bots. So these were done and handled quite well. The bosses in the campaign were done pretty well. They're sort of just like they're all right. Although I did take him out pretty easily because I leveled my character up higher. I probably shouldn't even be playing the easy mode. I was just trying to get recording. And that's about it for the campaign. If you beat it, you are rewarded with Android 21 as a playable character, and I think you get a couple other things. You can get like a bunch of money too along with it. For me, I think it's worth it to get the character, to be honest. Although you can pay $3 or something for it, I think it's just worth it to get it for free if that's at all possible. Which, yeah, it's pretty easy. All in all, I had fun with it. So, yeah, moving on to the arcade mode. Now, here in the arcade, you can easily pick your character. There's a large variety. You don't have to pick between just the story kind of characters that were allowed in the story mode. And there's a lot of characters to pick from now, especially with the character packs and DLCs that have come out. A lot more than there was in the original. And this is sort of what your setup's going to look like. Just what your characters look, your character choices. You can pick assists for each character. You can pick the colors. A lot of customizability now than there was when it originally had started. And in just a second, it's going to show you the branching, like the little graph here, allowing you to pick which type of game mode you want to play. Do you want to play the hard, the easy? The random is always my favorite. You can sort of predict what the computer players are going to do after a certain amount of time of trying. And you fail one, you go one way. You win one, you go another. You win it better, you go a different way. So yeah, that's that. The combat in the arcade towers are going to be a lot harder, I suppose, than... I suppose that's the only way to really say. It's going to be a lot more difficult than the basic story. So this is where you're going to have to use a lot of the stuff that you probably learned, and that's why I say you should start the story first. Do the story, use some of the abilities that you sort of learned on your own there. Maybe go into training, do a few of those missions. Use what you know here, gain a bunch of money, and you can get all the costumes that you need. This is basically where I go to have fun. I don't enjoy online too much. And this is the most, one of the easiest ways to make a lot of money, and it is a lot of fun. Practice your skills here and basically everything. This is pretty much where I go. I think that is it for this mode. All right. I do actually have a few more things to say about this. I'm not so sure about the changing towers, the ones that are random each time, but at least the very first tower, each one has some sort of different way of play. So this one in specific, this is the very last fight of the first tower that you probably will ever do, the easiest one. They do double damage, as I can recall. So it's a lot. There is different ways and different tactics that you have to use to go through each of them, because there's different styles and gameplay between each. So I figured I might put that in here. I do enjoy that. That's a unique way to make your towers different every time, and I find that a lot of fun. And here we're going to go into the single fight mode. Now, a lot like the towers, it's pretty much exactly like the towers, aside from little bits. That was your character selection. Instead, you get to pick where you want to go, and you can pick the music, basically everything you want. A lot of customizability. It's offline. You can play against your friends or whatever if you want, or just a computer player. I don't play against my friends much, so that's where I go for just playing against one match against a computer player. Although I feel like the towers would be a lot better because you make a lot more money that way. So you can get extra stuff from the item shop. But this could be a very fun way to sort of learn your skills more as well. Maybe you set it to a lower difficulty, but you can also go into training to do that. So I'm not sure what you would use this for. I feel like they could have added some more stuff, maybe a little bit more editing. You can change how difficult the people are, but I always have them set as 100. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Of course, it's cool to choose your map or whatever. But yeah, I think that's about all I have to say about this one. Really good way to practice your skills. Yeah. All right. And here we are about to talk about one of the best parts of FighterZ is the online. So this is what it's most known for. The online fighting is quite fun. You can have a lot of difficulties with it because there are so many really, really good people who know how to play the game very well. I'm working my way up to that point. And this here is going to be gameplay of me and Reaper beating the living crap of each other. Really doing well, actually. I think we're sort of getting better, and that's a good thing. I don't even know why I need to talk about us. Either way, I think the gameplay here can be a lot of fun, and probably is what everybody thinks of, the first thing that they think of when they think of fighters. Like, is how fun the online can be. And yeah, like there's a lot of fun to be had in this portion specifically, especially going against your friends, depending on how good they are. Like if they're really good, that can be pretty not very fun, but hey, I enjoy myself in this sometimes. I sometimes don't, I suppose, but I really enjoy this. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. No, I have a few of my friends. Don't just take my word for it. I have a friend, at least one, who would like to also speak on a few things about the game. So, I am not currently sure whether it's good or bad, but we'll figure it out. Here we go.
I don't play much fighter games, but I will say that Dragon Ball FighterZ is actually something I can come to like, come to enjoy greatly. Its gameplay, its vast cast of characters, all with their own special abilities, all the fun game modes this thing has. I gotta say, I'm loving this game for sure.
And then I asked him what he did not like about the game.
The game's fun and all, but, however, like every game, it has its downsides. And that would be the fact that it is a fighter game. And if you meet someone, like a, let's say, sweaty tryhard, who likes to play the game 24/7, they're gonna kick your ass. Really hard. Like, yeah, that game, if there is a person who knows how to fight, they will combo the hell out of you. And it is very difficult to get out of a combo. However, I can't really say that since I don't play much fighting games. But if you don't know what you're doing in this game, you probably won't be able to see the exit of a combo chain. But aside from that, this game's pretty fun.
Whole fucking library. All those games. Where's R? R. 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 There it is. Red Dead Redemption 2. Install all. 100 and... Oh. That's a lot. How the fuck do I start?
So, how do you feel about fighters? What's your opinion on fighters here?
Out of what? Like 5 out of 10?
I'm just asking for core gameplay.
Core. Okay, core gameplay, pretty fucking nice. I like it. How much does it cost? Dragon Ball is... Yeah, so it is... That was like the longest, most drawn out burp that I had never burped with. So, it's $20. Hold on.
Caleb, we can't hold on.
I realized, I was trying to open my drawer, and then I was like, oh wait, fuck. So, it's $20. It's a pretty good game. If it's on sale, definitely get it. 100% get it if it's on sale. If it's not on sale, debate getting it. Think about it. Look into it, shit like that. I like it. It's a pretty good fighter game. It's like, a lot of fighter games are way too much of a clone of, Mortal Kombat or stuff like that. And, I feel like FighterZ has a good balance between it.
Alright. Yeah.
Like, it's not too similar.
I always compared it to, Marvel vs. Capcom, maybe, sort of.
Yeah. It's definitely, yeah.
It's similar to that.
Yeah.
Any specific characters? What are your, any of your favorites?
So my normal lineup is, ignore the voice crack, is normally, Goku Blue, like Goku Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, Yamcha, because I like the way he plays, and then Goku Black. Sometimes this changes, and I'll, swap Goku Blue Boy for, Trunks. That's about it. That's normally what my party lines up as, but, recently, like 10 minutes ago, I was playing a bit of the story because I'm still not done with it because I keep forgetting to play it every time I play. I was playing Piccolo, and I kind of like the way he plays as well, a little bit. He's an interesting...
He's very different.
Yeah, his play style is pretty similar to Yamcha in the sense of, like, they're both pretty different. But I feel like once you learn him, he could be really fun to play as. As where Yamcha, he's pretty easy to pick up, and his play style's, like, not too different, but it's really fun, in my opinion. I really like the way he plays. One thing I really like about Goku Ultra Instinct, and I think Goku Blue has it as well, is, or it might be Goku Super Saiyan, but, they have a thing where they do the little, like, I really like delayed attacks for some reason, where they do something and then they do the attack. So, in the case of Ultra Instinct, he has the counter thing, where he, like, goes behind them and, like, bitch slaps them. And then he also has the thing where he, like, dashes towards them with 2 fingers out and then, like, punches them, which isn't even really a 1-inch punch. I don't know why the fuck he does it, but...
It was to humiliate Frieza in the show.
Was it actually?
Yeah, that was.
That's fucking great. By the way, I'm still just for context, I'm still watching it. We are currently in. Did we finished the Frieza? Huh?
We
really
got
close.
directly past the Garlic Jr. saga.
Yeah.
We're like immediately right after that. Negatives. What's your negative for this, if there is any?
Games or character or both?
Everything. Just in general, is there anything negative that you could point out?
So the towers have really different challenges. So like the normal ones compared to the hard ones are both really different in difficulty, which I mean, yeah, they're different difficulties, but it's a pretty big like difference. And so it was a little hard for me to slip into the hard, but it was good enough of a push to where like I definitely improved a lot trying to improve enough to play the hard ones. So I'd say that's kind of a negative, but it's also a positive. The online, don't play it unless you're a fucking god. Just don't fucking touch it until you can, like, S any tower with one hand. That's what I have to say about that. The people in it are so fucking sweaty and so good. So... probably in order of, like, least annoying to most annoying, I'd go. Or I'd say, is, first, fucking just regular, like, Super Saiyan Vegeta. He's really fucking spammy and annoying.
What are your opinions on the campaign, maybe, the raid boss modes? Talk about that.
Alright, so... I guess we could go through, like, all the things.
Yeah.
So, campaign. It has a good premise. Ignore the voice crack again. Has a good premise. Like, I don't know, part of it is kind of annoying, because I'm in, like, Chapter 7, and I still have to dodge fucking tutorial shit. Like, I already know how to play. Why are there still the question mark fights?
Yeah.
I wish you could disable those.
That's kind of through that, yeah. You have to do it throughout the whole campaign.
Yeah. Like, that part's really annoying. But, like, I like the fights. I like the idea of, like, the lined up fights. I like the idea of leveling people up and stuff.
Yeah.
I do think it's actually pretty good. I wish they had a way to turn off the tutorial, like, fights, though. The raid boss mode. Only played, like, 3, right? We only did, like, 3?
We only did a few. Just for your first opinions, maybe. Maybe telling people about... I don't know.
Yeah, so, based off of first opinions, I've only played a few times, but... probably, like, 3 times. But, my first opinions are... like, so, okay. It uses it uses stuff from the campaign, right? It uses the player level up stuff?
Yes, yeah.
So that's actually really cool. I like that.
It kind of gives a purpose to the campaign. Sorry about that.
No, that's good. I do really like that aspect of it, and also one thing that, like, one more thing that I dislike about the game, sorry, is the fact, it's not really a dislike, it's just something I wish they did, like, add to the game.
Yeah.
Is the ability to play with 3 players online. You can do this in real life by, like, passing a remote.
Yes.
But you can't do it online.
You can only do it against other people, which is so dumb.
Yeah. Or in the raid boss.
Yes.
And that's part of the reason I really like the raid boss. Also, I'm not having to fight online people. So, that too.
Yeah.
Because I'm bad. So, yeah. But the raid boss mode is actually really fun. I really do enjoy it. There's different difficulties and stuff. So yeah. Probably next is what, the tower mode?
If you want to go into towers, after that, I'll ask you about like your full conclusion or something on the idea. Just kind of wrap it up a little bit, you know.
Ooh, the tower mode, like I already said, is kind of a big gap between regular and hard mode. Which, I mean, some people might not feel that. Some might progress fast enough where it doesn't matter. Some might play against friends. Anything like that. But, in my opinion, there was a pretty big gap, which I feel like might be an issue for some people. I do really like the idea because it's basically the fucking campaign, except for the same enemies every time, depending on what tower you're doing. And then, like, it's basically just a bunch of lined up games, and depending on where you're going, how well you did in the previous fight, it changes where you're going in your next fight. So I really like that aspect of it.
Yeah.
It doesn't use anything from the campaign or anything like that. It uses whatever characters you have.
Yeah.
Ooh, one other thing we should go over, the DLC.
Yes, maybe. That would probably be something, yeah.
So
first, I'll ask a question real quick. First, is it worth... Are the characters worth it? What do you think?
In which sense? To buy?
Yeah. Like, how would you do it? Would you buy, like, the whole pass to get them? Or would you just buy specific characters that you want? How would you do it?
So, it really depends. Because the fighter passes are, what, $25?
I thought they were 15, but yeah, probably 20.
I don't know. Something like that. Which is basically the cost of the game. So that's where I'm a bit iffy with buying a full pass. I mean, you bought the full passes, yeah?
I did, yes.
So you're probably a little more qualified, as I haven't bought any of the DLC. But I have played with the characters. So, yeah, because, I've played with you. So I think that, personally, I don't think the passes are worth it unless they made customizable packs, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be really cool if they added a customizable pack where you could select the characters you wanted and buy it in the bundle instead, because I think it is actually a little cheaper to buy them in bulk like that.
Yeah.
I really do think that if you can buy any of the characters, you definitely should. Because the only reason I haven't is because I don't really have fucking money to just throw out the game. I'm a fucking teenager that doesn't have money.
But what you're saying, if you have money and you enjoy the game, that's probably something that you'd want to invest in.
Yeah, I do think it is something you should invest in if you're enjoying the game. Probably if you just bought the game, I wouldn't say buy the DLC just yet.
Yeah.
But there is the thing of, like, if you don't enjoy any of the characters there, it might be worth it to throw in some of the money. But I would say, before you throw money at the game, watch gameplay of the people, look at their abilities, look at how they fight, look at how they'll line up with other people before you actually buy them. Because if you buy them and then don't like the way they, like, play, you're going to dislike the game more because of that.
Yeah, because you paid extra money on something you didn't need or didn't want.
Yeah, so, like, if you do have that choice, though, of being able to buy it and you do like the game, definitely do it. So, if I were to buy DLC, I haven't actually, mind you, I haven't played or played against Super Baby 2. or Vegito Super Saiyan 4. Gogeta Super Saiyan 4. But based off of what I've seen of them and heard of them, Super Baby 2 and Gogeta, I got it that time, Super Saiyan 4, both seem like they'd be pretty good purchases, depending on, that. I like Vegito's play. I like Goku Ultra Instinct because his, delayed attack, that's basically the only reason I like him. I'm not even gonna lie. I like GT, I like the way he plays, I guess.
Yeah.
Master Roshi, I feel like I'd buy. Just kind of spice up my gameplay. And so I feel like those would probably be the ones I'd buy. Janemba was fun when I played as him. Bardock seems really fun.
Oh, he's S tier.
But yeah, I don't... Oh, what the fuck? I don't know if I'd buy him. I probably would if I had the money.
Yeah.
But, So I definitely think it is worth it, though.
Any final kind of wrap-up conclusion you got?
Oh, my conclusion would be buy the fucking game.
So I believe that's the end of that. My final conclusion for Dragon Ball FighterZ, along with the other guys, they had pretty positive reviews mostly. I would say it's a pretty solid game. Very similar to Marvel vs. Capcom, I believe. And early on, that's why I didn't want to buy it. I didn't think a Marvel vs. Capcom clone with Dragon Ball Z characters was going to be a good game. And it really isn't that. It is similar. Very, very similar to that game. But it's different in its own way. So I believe it's very good for fans. I know it's gotten people into Dragon Ball Z before. People played that game and then got into this series. So it was a good idea they had making that game. And I feel like it'd be... How do I really put this? It wouldn't be a good idea to not try it out at least once. Especially if you're a fan. If you're not a fan and you hate the series, understandable. But the gameplay itself is actually really fun. So if you do enjoy games similar to Marvel vs. Capcom and you've wanted a game similar to that, that's a pretty solid game to play. And again, if you hate the characters, it's probably not going to be great for you. But if you like the gameplay, the characters shouldn't matter, I don't feel like. So, yeah. Anyways, that is all I'm going to say on that. I believe it's a very good game. If I were to put, a rating on it... Actually, I'll do it more this way. I don't play much of these new games because they're just bad, okay? The gameplay isn't the main feature. I'm sorry to say this, and I could take this on a whole rant. But the gameplay isn't the main feature nowadays. It's the graphics and how good it looks. But then you get past the graphics within the first 20 minutes, and then it doesn't, hold up. This game has very solid graphics, and itself is a good game. I have gone back to play this game many, many times, which is something to be said, because many of the games I played and buy nowadays, I cannot do that. It was released, I believe, in 2018, so it is a few years old, and I'm still going back to it, and it's still getting DLC. They might have just decided this is the last one, but I don't think so. I think they're going to make more characters and milk this cow as much as they can. Or maybe they'll make a sequel, who knows? Well, that's for the future. Either way, I really enjoy the game. I think it's a solid idea. It was a very, very popular game within the community, I think. And yeah, that is it. Thank you for watching my video. Go ahead and watch anything else if you want. That is appreciated. Smashing the like button or the dislike button is always a good thing too, just to give me some feedback. If you could comment as well, tell me how I'm doing. If it's terrible, just tell me I'm terrible. If it's not, tell me I'm good. whatever. I just need feedback is all. I'd appreciate that. Anyways, thank you, and all of you have a good day, and Dr. FighterZ is signing off. Jaren?
Jared. Yeah.
Yeah, Weiss, Jaren, same thing.
It's Rat Man, okay?
Yeah.
Fucking Rat.
Little Weasel. Is that his rap name?
Little Weasel.
Little Weasel.